Hi everybody, it's Julie. I'm here with the mini challenge in the challenge 10.1. This is also part 3 of the October challenge. So to finish your challenge, you must do this mini challenge. Okay, that's not usually how we do it, but to be able to just explain it, this is how I wanted to do it this time. So we are going to be making 10 embellishments for our journal using the cut aparts from our paper pad. If you have them, because remember we are using a whole paper pad in our October challenge. So some cut aparts, and then your two, actually I'm going to be using 3 or 4 pages of ephemera. So I just want the Patreons to know that I went ahead and I was making this. I cut these out of one of the the mini ephemera pages. I cut all the pink ones out and I glued them onto a piece of cream paper because I wanted to make stamps, and I was like, well, I might as well, these are all, this is all my artwork. So I went ahead and scanned it, and if you are a Patreon in October, you already have access to this page. Okay, so it's there waiting for you, and you will be able to, you don't have to cut them out and glue them on. You already have a page of pink roses. Happy Pink October to my Patreons. It is an extra that I did. So, so what we're going to be using, again, we're going to be using cut aparts and DearJulieJulie digitals to make up these at least 10 embellishments. Okay, they need to all be different. I know, but this is how we're going to do it. So I pulled out a wallet page. So most of the DearJulieJulie digitals have a wallet page. So I pulled out a wallet page. I have the small tag page, and I'll just, if I use it, I'll be just using the ones from the pink. This is on cream paper. Okay, so it's pretty bright. This, I'm going to use the original for mine, and a tag page. Okay, so I have already ripped up my tag page. So this was one of the parts of the tag page. This was one of the parts, and this is one of the parts. And then I have all the other pieces after I ripped it. I did that while I was watching yesterday's premiere. So these are already ripped and ready to become embellishments in, and they came from a large tag page. So this is in a different color scheme, so we won't be using that today. So remember, we have, for our challenge, we have our journal, our base journal that we made, and then we've gone through and we've made our 10 elements using the scraps that were left over. Okay, so we have inside our journal, we have our OCTOBER elements, and then we have our 10 different elements that we made using the scraps that were left over. And now I've pulled in another paper. Remember, you can use anything in your stash. And this paper was right here, and I pulled this in to use along with these others as I make my embellishments. So we're going to start with the stamp page, okay? And so with this, I'm thinking I can just go ahead and, let's turn it in the right direction. I can go ahead and give my little stamps their little postage stamp outline. So you guys, I'm hoping to hear any minute, finally, the package should be here today. The elusive package that has done more traveling than I have. It has been from Florida to San Francisco to Los Angeles to Santa Maria to someplace else in Santa Maria, then to Bakersfield. And now it says it is out for delivery and it should be here by the end of today's premiere. So you already probably know if you watched the premiere on Thursday. So there's one. And I'm going to go ahead and pick out a second one. So I will be going ahead and just cutting these out and having them ready, because I can use these in any of the journals that I have, as well as, you know, Happy Mail and things like this. I think they're going to be a great little addition for Happy Mail. What do you think? Okay, so these are, so we have a couple of the large stamps. Let's do, well, if I need another one, well, because I'm thinking that it might be kind of cool to put one on here, but I would want it to be one of the ones that isn't that same set of roses. So maybe the basket, or this one with, or this one. I think I'll do this one. Okay, so this is one of the ones that had the basket. So I also have done this with pinking shears, but postage stamp scissors are totally cool. One of my very favorite things, you see me use them all the time. Okay, so I think that, okay, so I ripped around one of the roses from the large tag, and now we can add this stamp. And I do have, this is too big. Okay, I did also cut out some flinch card pieces. Remember, I am not planning to do any distressing in this part of the journal. So there's that. Oh, here we have, well, this could be the tag topper, except it's going to be big anyway. Okay. Okay. Now, you know, I usually like to have my collaging attached, but technically this large piece is. Okay, so this is going to give me a piece that I'm going, an embellishment. I'm making a large tag. This could end up, it could be a pocket. Okay, and you could make something out of like this out of your scraps and have it be part of your 10 scraps. And so I hope you guys enjoy being able to use everything in your stash. And I am going to challenge you in the challenge to use some of those things that that you haven't used in a long time or ever. Okay, so there's that and that. And I am going to go ahead and I will bring out okay, goes that way. I have to check it every time. I should go ahead and put a like a fingernail polish on the top of it or something. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add this. Okay, kind of like that. But I kind of think So I added the stamp off on the bottom and the top. It's just barely there, but it does give a little more something to this. Okay, so I'm going to call this one finished. I know that it's too big to fit in any of my pockets. It might fit in a tuck. So, so we'll see. So there's number 1. Okay, so for number 2, I have an envelope. This was already distressed, and I'm going to go ahead and leave it. We will use it distressed. I have the smaller set of roses. Now remember, I'm making, you know, like a list journal, but it could be a purse journal. So an envelope is always something that's kind of cool to have in your journals, I believe, if it's a traveling type journal. If you're taking it traveling, meaning that it goes with you someplace. Or even if it just, an envelope will give you a place to collect smaller things, maybe lottery tickets or something. I don't know. Okay. So, so what I'm doing with my large tags is I'm putting them onto something. There's going to be a total of 4 items being used. Okay. So I have my base, my Dear Julie Julie, the stamp, and this. That gives me 1, 2, 3, 4 items. Oh, and the stamp. So that's the stamp impression. So that's actually 5. So we're above and beyond there. Okay, so here we have an envelope. And actually on an envelope, it would be kind of cool to put a stamp, but I think that they are all bigger than what I want. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to take a little bit of our washi. Okay, and we'll put that down here. And I have 2 other, well, I can only find 1 right now, but here's the other one. So we have washi. And then from the Dollar Tree stamp, you see I have my, I added a little pocket back here that can hold the stencils and things. So if I made a stencil out of it, oh look, I had another dragonfly. Oh well, maybe I'll use that and make Arlene something for when we all get together in a couple weeks. Because we're getting together and celebrating all 3 of our birthdays. A slumber party. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this rose on here. Okay, and I'm going to just put it up here. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm seeing things where there will be a black and white, like a black image, just kind of separated from the other, kind of like on these, okay? So like on these, this washi, and there's the stuff, and then there's a black and white image on there. So I'm kind of thinking that that's cool, and so I'm going to add that there. And I think I want to add, well, we have this little, yeah, I'll add that. So this was from the punch out from one of the pockets. I almost have the second journal made. It's got all of its paper ready. All of it, it's all cut except for the cream colored. I didn't have any of that in the room here. Okay, so there's that. I think I'm going to leave it as an envelope. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this little stamp on the back. Ooh, what if we use the little stamp? Yeah, that's what we'll do. We're going to use the little stamp kind of as a closure to hold the envelope closed. Okay. Okay, so there we go. This can hold. And so that gives me another large item. And so let's see. We have this here. And so this is our third large tag. And I'm going to go ahead and rip this across here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this down. There we go. The glue didn't really start coming out till we got down here. It's got just a little bit of glue coming out. Okay, so I am going to make a pocket here. Okay, so here is, so you are to use a large tag page from a Dear Julie Julie kit. And remember, if you are, so 3 of your embellishments are going to be made, or, well, I mean, if you fold that up and do something with it, that's fine. Okay, but you need to use a large tag page from a Dear Julie Julie digital. Okay, so we're making 10 embellishments total, 1 large tag page. Remember, there is a free Dear Julie Julie digital in the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Julie Facebook group. I have my rainy day card here. And so I'm just using, because I have some extra of those. And I think we'll go ahead and we'll add this as our edge, along with just a small piece of lace. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to make it so that it's down. I'm going to use the tiny attacher for attaching this. There we go, tiny attacher, and there we go. Okay, so that needs a little bit more added to it. Okay, so we have this. You know what we have? There's a long piece. Oh well, can't find that. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add a little pocket. So this is from the cut apart. From my paper pad. My paper pad started out with, I think it should have had 48, but I had used a couple of the pages. I think 4 of the pages in previous projects. So I have, I think, 44 pages that I'll be using. I've divided the cut aparts between the journal colors, because there's different rose colors in that. And that's how I'm gonna do that one. Okay, so there's that. We could use one of these as a little card. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add. There's not much washi on this, you guys. So watch your washi. Oh, there's a cute little bird sitting on the rose here. I'm going to put it right in the middle of the music. Okay, so there is that card. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we added the little card there. Okay, so I've used my 3 pieces from the large tags. And like I said, you can fold up your large tag page and make it into one thing. I chose to do the 3. So the next I want to use, actually let's move on to these cut aparts. Okay. Okay, and I cut this one. No. Okay, just so you can see that I had already cut this one. And so I'm thinking this can be a tag that can go into something. And I'm going to want to, we'll start with adding stripe. Yeah, we'll add the stripe. Remember, I like to use all my pieces. So we're going to add a stripe. This was from when I was putting the book together, the size of the middle piece was too big. The middle page, the one that had the 2 pockets, the fold over the bottom pockets. Okay, so there's that. I'm thinking a little bit of the lace. Okay, so we'll switch up our glue to okay. So I'm trying to decide one of the journals that I'm making. I want to use book pages and do book page ephemera. As remember, I'm making at least 4, probably 6 to 8 journals out of my whole paper pad. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I like that a lot. Okay, and okay, I'm thinking that could go October 1st. Huh. That's tomorrow. here. Well, remember, I'm doing this on Thursday. I'm trying to get things ahead because I'm going to have more dental work. And after the reaction I had last time, I just want to make sure I have things done ahead. Okay, so there's that. And I'll do just a little bit of the little bird. And one little piece of the washi. Okay, so that's one. Now I have this piece, and so I'm thinking this can be well, this could be the inside of a belly band, but I like the music on this. Ooh, what if we made, why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. I'm going to put just right on the edge here. Right on the edge, I'm adding glue. Okay. And then I'm going to put this on top of that. Okay. Okay, so there's that. I think we can add this. So we're at what, 3 items? Something like that. Okay, and I think we'll just put a strip of lace across the top on the inside, because I don't want to lose all that color. Okay. So, I am using the new Roses and Ledger digital kit that's available in the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop. You'll see me using it, all the different colors of roses. It's amazing how they are going to work with, because look at, there's a yellow and purple, and that page, I think that the page like I just showed you that has the large tag page that I just showed you. I think that's going to be amazing to use that with that, and I'm looking forward to it. So that'll be another set, because I am going with the assembly line also. Okay, so there we've got that. Now next we have this fun little piece here that looks like a seed packet. And so I think, you know, looking like a seed packet, we could just go ahead and add it onto an envelope. Let's see. Well, I'm going to use this envelope, but I'm going to, yeah, that's not going to work. It's too small. So let me find a piece of, nope, it's got print on the other side. Okay, we're going to come back to this one. We're going to come back to that one. Okay, here we have just this fun, oh, you know what, sorry, I wanted to add something to the back of this, because we have the line. And I do have this cut off. It was right here in my stash. I don't know if it's from, I can't remember. I think it's from the fall journal, actually. But that's okay. So we're going to add some lines to the back of this. I'm just going to add some lined paper. Okay. Turn it over. I have the large margin on top. Okay. Get it to fit on here. It has a mind of its own. It's like, no, I want to sit this way. No, I want you to sit this way. Yes, I'm talking to my paper. Okay. Okay, so that gives us a backed card. Okay, I'm going to go try and squeeze out the glue. Okay. Okay, so next we have this one. And we have a piece of this. Okay, so this is going to be a double-sided journaling card. You're going to be able to journal on both sides with lines. Okay. I'll go ahead and add this edge. So do you like to use up all your scraps? Let me know after, come back and let me know, do you like to use up your scraps? And if you're doing the challenge, are you excited to be able to use your whole stash along with this? And okay, do we have any that are... Okay, what do we got over here? We've got the green guy, got this green guy. Let's use this one. Okay. I have to check the time here. Make sure that... Okay, there we go. There we go, there we go. Okay, so we have something hanging over there, something hanging over there. Okay, so back to what we have on the front here. And I think if we take, we have another one of those little tab number thingies. You guys, I have new rose stamps in the car from Hobby Lobby. They were a great deal. I think the rose ones were $5.99, and they were half price this week. So I went ahead and got them because that's like crazy cool. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and round the corners on this. It is gonna go in a pocket somewhere, so the rounded corners just make it easier and make it look like it's supposed to be a a card for in here. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to take the flinch card. You know what? Let's go ahead and fold it. I'm going to fold it. Okay. And we'll cut the back down. Okay, and then I'm gonna flip it over the bottom of this. I think it'll, you know, give it some fun texture. Okay, so down here, and I'm putting it on the leaf so that it looks like kind of like it's collaged on there. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to take just one of the birdie pieces. And I have to cut it from the other side, as I can see. Okay, and we'll have that coming right off the edge of that. So it's like we've done a little collage down here. So we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, plus we did the stuff on the backing. And here our little card came over the other side. So there's that one. So how many we got? 3, 4, 5, 6 items. And okay, so let's move on to our little cards here. So I'm going to start with the top row. Oh, let's go ahead and clean off the edges. Sorry, I didn't already do that. I was doing stuff, and Tom got home, and I was done. So I didn't get the edges off this. I did get it printed so that we could use it. Okay. So taking the edges off, that's just my preference, is to take the edges off, and ouch. And the way I was printing this, that part of my my printer right now won't let me do borderless. The other program will let me do borderless, but the color in it, I don't like the way the color is working, so I've got to go play with that, and that's just going to take a little bit of time. Okay, so here we have these two. Okay, and so I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. Okay, like that. And I have paper. I might need to cut that down a little bit. Okay, so there's that, and this one. Okay, I don't want to lose any of this one, so we'll go ahead and flip it. This one's too tall. Okay. Okay, and then put that in there. Excuse me. Okay, so this one's going to be a little mini booklet. Just like that. Just with our little papers inside of it. Go ahead and... this is the thread that was left over from the last time. And let's go ahead and make our holes. Just makes it easier to come to come back through. Okay, so there's one. And I'm coming back through. I'm just going to do a simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this to the right. Go in. Okay. Then come back in this one. You could staple this, sew it with your sewing machine also. Okay, there we go. And that gives us a little notebook. So far we've added a couple things there. And let's see. And we can add this on the inside as a little pocket. Okay. What else do we have up here? Oh, we've got a little piece of music. We'll put the little piece of music and that on the inside. Okay, let's look up in our... What do we got up here? I don't want to add any lace or anything to it, but we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we added some binding to it, so that is 4 things. So we can, yeah, I just like maybe, yeah, we can add that. Just a little piece of this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that gives us that. And then we still have this one. And so I'm thinking we can go ahead, fold this in half. You can cut it and use some other piece so that you could use that. I'm looking around to see if I have another piece, because that actually would make a really cool card. Okay, looking in my pile here. Okay, I have, no, that's not the right one. Okay, I found these. This will be fine. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put our paper clip on here. Okay. Try and get it to the center. Go ahead and add some fabric tack onto where the paper clip is. So that'll help hold the paper clip. And then we're going to put glue around our image. Okay, and just I'm going to give it a little bit of a frame. Okay. Okay, so we'll go ahead and cut it like it's got a frame. Paper clips are always, I think paper clips are good in a journal because there, try and make sure we get it center. Because when you have items to go in it, but you don't have time to put them in there right now, I think paper clip, or sometimes things that are too big for a pocket can be put in. Okay, there's that. I think we'll put some glue down here at the bottom. I love how this journal is going to be coming together. I think it's going to be really, really cool. Okay. I think we'll do one bird again up here in the top. How about on top of the blue? Okay. Go ahead and put this down. Put a little down. I'm going to put the bee on, or the bird on top of the blue. Okay, so we have added plenty of items here. And we have our little paper clip. Okay, so I have the kitty underneath my feet, and we're back, and we're gonna do this card, and we're gonna make it into a little seed packet. I'm using, this is from one of the books over here, so a book page, and I'm gonna start by going ahead and gluing this down. Okay, and I'm gonna build my seed packet around this. Okay, so just putting it down. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and come over here. I'm going to fold this. Whoa, I'm going to take it. You know what? I think we'll use our little board here. Okay. And I did find the bum folder. It was down next to Midnight. Midnight's right down here at my feet. So I'm going to go ahead and come down here. And we'll go ahead and come down here. And then we'll go ahead and come across here. So I'm leaving a little frame around okay. So I could come in a little bit more. Nah, we'll just leave it. Okay, so I've built a box around all the way out to the edges. Okay, so I can go ahead and use these for my creases. So much easier when you just take the moment and add the folding spots, and it gets us using tools, right? We were talking about that, about using our tools. Okay, there's that and that. Okay, so there we go, there we go. And we'll go ahead and cut this. Hopefully I didn't cut it in too far. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we are going to want a flap that comes up and a flap that goes down. So we're going to come in from this edge and we'll come to this. And right now I'm going to go ahead and cut them on the crease. Okay. So we'll just start by cutting the crease into the corner. Crease into the corner. The crease into the corner and the crease into the corner. Okay. Now I am going to come back in and I'm going to go ahead and cut in like you would see on a seed packet. Okay, so it would be a little rounded and then come out, probably. Okay, most of them that I have, unless they're like vacuum sealed and they've got the, that's a whole different story. Okay, so sometimes they'll also have it here, but we're going to go ahead and go with straight. I'm going to cut this. Okay, so figure out where I want this. Okay, so I'm going to put it where the bigger one is on the outside. That's just my choice. Okay, so that will come over here. And then we'll come down here and flip this up. Okay. Okay, so that gives me like a little seed packet, like just like I think it's meant to be. Now I want to use this as like a tag, but it'll also have that little pocket in there. So I want to add, I'm going to add some stuff up here. I think we'll go ahead and go with the, you know what, let's go under. Yep, I do have my cute little stamps here, and there is a rose. There's also a couple of this other flower, kind of looks like it could be a rose. We're going to do the, like we did before, little rose. We're going to put that right up in the corner, okay? And I'm going to go ahead, and while we have it out, I'm going to stamp it on a few things, just because, you know, it's right here. Also give me a chance to see if it's going to stamp any darker. I think we're good. We're out there. So we did our little stamping up there. And I've decided to keep that little stamp set right here so that I will use it. Okay, so we have some music up here. And I think we'll go ahead and add the music. And this is from a page from Old Fashioned Love Songs. I just ripped a bunch of the little pieces off of one of the collage pages. I ripped them up so that I could use them. Okay, so there's that. And we'll go ahead and use some for a washi. Might as well use your washi, right? Use that washi. Okay. Okay, if I put it okay, just like that, and then we're going to come in and I was going to add some of the lace. Did that fall down with the cat? No, it's over here. I'm like, I don't think it was there because I was looking down there before the cat came in and to hang out. Okay, so we're going to go across with some fabric tack because that will help hold our lace down. And I believe with this we have 9 different embellishments. Okay, so using the DearJulieJulie digitals and the cut-aparts. Okay, and if you don't have cut-aparts, then just DearJulieJulie digitals. Okay, so there's that, and it has a place that you'll be able to put something inside there. And we have added our 4 items. I really like that. I like it a lot. Okay, so seed packet. And now are we missing? Okay, so these are our 3 tags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And okay, so these 3 down here are from, and this one over here are from the pink. I think we'll go over here. This is the small tag page from out of the ephemera. Okay, and I think I'm going to make a little belly band. Okay, or it may end up, yeah, like a little belly band. We're going to add some lace here to the edge. Okay. I like the lace on the edge. I think that's kind of cool. Lace on the edge. Okay, we have music, music, music. Okay, I'm going to add music down here. So again, collaging. I think collaging is awesome. Yeah, don't want to do that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put glue on this. This is a piece of one of the large tags that we took apart. I'm just going to add this piece right there. Trim it down, and that gives us our 4 items. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's have a look at what we did. Clean this up. I'll be right back. And here we go. We started with our 3 large tags or cards. Actually, it was our sheet of 3 large tags from the Dear Julie Julie kit. And we have this little piece here that has the extra scrapbooking paper that I had. The torn image from the large tag. We added a little pocket here. And I think we can go ahead and we can put this little guy right in there. Have this card. This is the rainy day card from Songs of April. Added a cardstock image here from the cut aparts and some washi tape. Okay. This one is our envelope that can go ahead and go into the journal. We can fill that with whatever or leave it for the recipient to add it in there. So we have washi tape down here. We have our rose image here and our little piece from stamp or cutting out for pockets. And then we have our ripped image from the large tag. We also have one of our little stamped images that we made out of the Patreon piece. Okay, so this was, the Patreons got this for this digital for October 1st. They just, for celebrating Pink October. So here we have another one of the pieces of that cardstock. We have the large image that is ripped out from the large tag. This is an image from the pile of scraps after I tore up all the large tags. We have another one of the stamp images that that we made for the Patreons, and this little postage stamp here. And so that gives us our first 3. Then we have, from the cut aparts, we have the love, and we had cut this piece off and then added the items here, added a piece of the torn tag. We have a little bit of the washi here and a little bit of the washi here, and it says October 1st. And it has beautiful pink roses on it. So that gives us a journaling card or tag. And then here we have the little journaling card or tag that we made using the 2 pieces. And then we covered where we had put them together by adding the lined paper on the back, adding some lace, and the stamped image here, or the stamp image. Okay. Next we have our little notebook. Okay, so we used 2 of the images from the wallet page and made sure that we had one that had, you know, the images. This looked like it should be on the back. Add a little bit of washi here. We have a little pocket inside with a couple of little things there that you can write on. And then we have pages. We have the cutoff page from the ledger, and we have some pink lined paper from my mom's stuff. Okay, we also made a paper clip, and so we made that out of this little square, folded in half, added the image, and then cut it around, folded it over, cut around it. Okay, actually we didn't fold it over, we glued this on top of it, right? I don't remember. Yes, we glued this on top of it. Added lace and both types of washi there. So the blue washi and then the little bird washi is on top. And we have a paper clip. And then we have from the cut aparts, this lined cut apart that has the blue and the pink, which we have been using in this particular journal. Remember, I separated out the journaling cards by what color journals I'll be making for in this challenge, in the October challenge. Added a flinch card here, and then our little bird is here, and then this is one of the cut off or the punch outs from making a pocket. We added some lined paper to the back, some of the scraps here because this lined paper was only that big, and of course the flinch card flips up on both sides. Then we have our seed packet, and you just watched me make it. And so really simple, something that you can make out of a book page, and it could be a book page with words on it. This is the cut apart. We made the little seed packet and then added the stamping, the music, the washi, and the lace. So I think this is going to be real fun. It'll be a fun little packet tag. Then we have this, and this can be a belly band for one of those shorter cards or a border tuck, either one for one of the shorter cards that are in the journal. Okay, so that is our mini challenge in the challenge. Again, it is also the part 3 for this this challenge, and each one of your journals that you're making, each one of your at least 4 journals needs to have those items in it. Now I need to remember, we don't want to lose this because it was part of the other. Okay, so that's where we are so far. I do still need to add something to my cover. But what you're going to be making, again, you're making that base, you're using your OCTOBER, then you're using the scraps, and you're making the 10 embellishments like the video that came up later in the day yesterday, and then you're making your 10 embellishments. This is for the mini challenge and the challenge. You're making your 10 embellishments using the cut aparts from your paper pad and the DearJulieJulie digital that you're using, or digitals, and anything in your stash. And each one of the items needs to have 4 things done to it or on it. That this time that does include your base, so a base, your digital, stamping, and a paper clip. That would be 4 things. Okay? There you go. Can't wait to see what you got. And I hope you have an amazing day. Find something to celebrate every day. Make sure that you pray for all of those that are here in our community. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye. Oh, go watch one of these videos or some other video, please. Have a great day. Bye. Bye-bye.